Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I am so sorry. It's out of our hands. Unfortunately, our broadcasting software has crashed. But nevertheless, you didn't miss any action so far, did you, Amo? Did you, Zikri and Kian?
No, we didn't. We didn't. Don't worry. But we're still in practice at the moment. There's still 2 minutes left of practice. But yeah, we're gonna be moving on to qualifying soon.
Is Kian still there? Hello, Kian Butler.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so Kian's back. All right, so everything is back up, and yeah. So at the moment, we're gonna have a look at the bronze category today, and we also have Zoom. We have a broadcast of all the drivers. So right down here, you have young boy Keith Moore.
Ah, what a cute guy. He's very. He's still so young and then so fast as well. I don't know how he gets his speed, but yeah, I wish I was that fast when I was that small as well.
So Kian Butler, Zikri brought us for a lap in the CR1 car. What about you? Take us a lap around around Red Bull Ring in an F3 car.
I can't see the screen, so I would love to, but I'm assuming that they're going over to the line right about now. Is that correct?
Yes, they are going to.
There we go.
Right about now.
I
There
have
you
the
go.
screen now. Okay, we come out of turn 1 there. You can see he used a good amount of the runoff area there, taking it all the way out to that orange sausage curb. Down we go, down that long. This is technically a corner, according to the Formula 1 map, so we come now to turn 3. This is a really tough one because it gets really cambered on the inside there. As you can see, some drivers like to take a wider line and then get on the throttle a bit earlier. Some drivers like to ride that bump through the inside, make it work a bit better. As we come down this back straight now in Formula 1, this will be your second DRS zone. As we come down, braking downhill now, completely different to the corner before. You had an uphill gradient. This was downhill. You come out into washed out onto that outside curb on the power through the right hander. This nice fast flowing section. This is the end of sector 2 here. So as we come out of this corner here, you'll see the sector 2 time flash up now, and it's purple there through the left hander again in qualifying, and entering that sector 3 through the right hander. It's going to be coming down to see how this goes. This is shaping up to be a good lap so far. Purple. We'll see where it comes in that third sector, using as much of that curb on as he can. He could take it all the way out. He's riding that inside curb, so got a good setup under him. And through the right hand we go. That is your lap of the Spielberg circuit in Styria, the A1 ring, the Red Bull ring, whatever you want to call it. He crosses the line, and it is a 1:26.8, which is 1.5 tenths clear of his nearest competitor.
And it's a lot quicker as well compared to all the other drivers. Roy is one of the quicker drivers here in bronze category, Kian.
And he does look it. I mean, these F3 cars, they look like absolute fun to take out, as it looks like he's going on another time lap. He's gone purple in sector 1 again. He's got another 3.5 minutes to make it work. So, I don't know. Who do you pit for pole here?
Who do I pick for pole? It's very good. It's a very good question here. I think I'll probably be Roy. Now, the problem that I have with Roy is in the last Global Edition is that Roy Ripperip. See, every time I try to say his name, I get it wrong. Well, not wrong, but you know, try my best to get it right. But you know, Roy has this consistency issue that I think is not good if you're trying to find a way past drivers, and you need to be really consistent here, especially what Roy is trying to prove.
Yeah, you have to close up to that rear wing of the driver ahead to try and get past. But you know, if you're qualifying pole position, you get a good start. You don't need to worry about that as much. You can have a little bit of mistake here and there. It's not going to come out too much in the battles. But as you can see there, nearly 2.5 tenths in hand by the time he reaches the end of sector 2. Sector 3 crosses the line. He's extended that gap again. It's now 300ths of a second he's improved, and it is shaping up to be a really tight qualifying up the front.
Ooh, Dave Smart has gotten quicker.
Ooh.
Oh well. All right then.
It's gonna be a rather close quali. Never knew about that. I thought Ripper was gonna own this whole quali, but you know, Dave Spud said, "No, I'm still here. I'm still racing around."
Yeah, he's really getting quite into it through the right hand, and now Dave Smart. He's found another half attempt as we come on board then with the team Schiaparelli as he's running down that back straight now. We'll see who will be fighting away in that top of the bronze class? We have a minute and a half left, so that means that Dave's probably going to get only one more flying lap after this for the right-hander. Times will be tumbling down as the track ramps up, the fuel loads come down, and that car gets into the optimum operating window.
Indeed, and now Dave Smart here, well, about to cross sector 2. What will his lap time be? Well, 300 something. Close enough. Very close to getting, well, very close to achieving a very good sector 2, but he's got a sector 3 to negotiate. Still 2 more corners to go in this 4.3 kilometer long track as Dave Smart backs up.
Yeah, it seems like it. I think he wasn't happy with that lap at the moment right now. So
Dave Smart is not in the server.
oh, okay.
Alright. Okay.
Oh, that's a shame if he can't rejoin back before race starts. Really.
Oh,
I don't see Dave Smart. Can you see Dave Smart, Kian?
I cannot see Dave Smart, and that is not going to be the smartest choice there for his internet provider, because he will be fuming. He'll be calling up his internet provider saying, hey, look, what's going on? I'm trying to do this race. I'm trying to set the pace, and you're giving me a period without any grace. I need to get back in here, and he has about 40 seconds to do it.
Well, if you're Dave Smart's ISP, you gotta be quick because you have a qualifying to do, and Roy is getting quicker and quicker. Well, he is the pole man at the moment, but if Dave Smart was still in this race, if Dave Smart was still doing this quality, he'll probably be, I think he'll still be on pole, but I don't think there's enough time for Roy to complete the lap, as we've got 19 seconds, 18 seconds, so it's definitely not enough for this F3 cars to cross Red Bull Ring in 18 seconds. So there you go, pole man goes to Roy, second place is Keith Moore, Azwan Anwar in P3, Abdul Yazid Raza in P4, and Chris Strong running up the top 5. Alright then, that's interesting. Very weird to see Dave Smart here being disconnected. Probably his ISP issues, Kian.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you have to deal with in sim racing. You know, you get your technical difficulties in real life. You can't really simulate that in sim racing. So, you know what? We'll throw in internet connection issues.
We'll throw an internet connection issues here. And anyway, meanwhile, well, Roy Numarip can't improve. Well, 26.768. So he's almost 2/10 quicker than the closest competition, which is young boy Keith Moore. And at the moment, it's been a very good race so far. It's been a very good qualifying so far for Roy.
Yeah, and it's Roy ahead, who's got himself a little bit of a buffer, but we can see that it's not the longest run. It's an uphill run into turn 1, and then you have this long straight down into the back. That is technically a corner, but falls into turn 3. It's going to be an uphill braking zone. We're going to see moves there. It's going to be an exciting start to this race.
It's going to be a really exciting start to this race. Remember, you've got 3 handsome boys in the commentary gantry today. Well, let the game show itself. Oh, the game actually shows commentary name. That's actually wrong. Anyway, my name is Afiq Farid. Alongside me is Zikri Hakimi, and all the way down in Perth, Australia, in the same time zone. Well, fortunately for Kian Butler, commentating in his bedroom. So
Yes.
then, cars are currently lining up on the grid, and remember, these F3 cars, same with the Aquila cars, have fixed setup. As we can see, cars being lined up there. 5 lights on the gantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as 5 lights go out, Race 1 of the bronze class in Global Edition Season 10 will be underway right now as Roy gets a better start, and there's a collision there all the way in the wrong. There goes Arthur Lowe. So Arthur Lowe, goodbye. You have not had a good race so far.
Oh, and there's drama in the back, a driver behind around, but it looked like there was a decent start at the front, and driver's still in the air. You can see that back there really does start to get quite a bit scruffy, as further ahead there you can see that is Abdullah Salman, but up in front there, 3 wide going into turn 2, turn 3, through to the right-hander. Will he be able to make it? Keith Moe still trying to hold on to P2, but Anu now comes out ahead, and it's going to be a run down into turn 4. Who will come out ahead? He drops in the slipstream, trying to get a little bit of extra momentum down the straight. Will he pull out for a lunge down into turn 4? He does. Look at him go. Will he make it up the inside? Oh, they're so close to contact. It's a smooth move so far for the right-hander, and he gets that position back. Keith Moe back into P2, but they're still scrapping away. The drivers in P3 and P4 trying to find a way forward. It looks like there's a little bit more pace in hand for Anu, but Keith Moe is trying now to not let Roy get too far ahead because he's already 2 seconds ahead here.
Roy is already 2 seconds ahead. Here is Roy number group, and at the moment he's actually flying. But Keith Moore has got Azwa Anwar down the inside, coming down turn 9 gear.
Yeah, and Anwar going through that right hand. He's got the inside line again. These two are scrapping away from P2. It's the opening round of Bronze Class for Global Edition round, or Season 10. So these two are really trying to make their mark. At this point, though, Roy has pulled away. Anwar now trying to make it work on Mo. Will he be able to find his way forward? It looks like now Mo's settled in a little bit further back. We have a driver pulling out there that seems to be too wide back there. Around the point of Leo, around the point of Ren and Ram. Those two going side by side for P7. It seems to stabilize a little bit as, there we go, Anwar still defending off P4. And there's a bit of contact there, 3 wide, and they somehow manage to survive the corner. They're making their way through, and it is absolutely side by side wheel banging stuff here.
Well, wheel banging stuff here goes, oh, a lot more contact there up ahead. Hello, Sherman Sang, you are getting into a lot of contacts at the moment. Hits the back of another car up ahead going to turn 4. Tries to make a move down the outside like what Albon tries to do on Lewis Hamilton, but to no avail.
Ja, Sherman Sang there for the Deutsche Post. Kommt jetzt through the left Ecke. That's a bit of German for you there, just in case. But anyway, through the left-hander we go through with Sherman Sang at the start of Sector 3. He's got 2 cars in his sights. He can try and make it for P10. Is currently where we are sitting on board with. It's a quite a substantial lead already after 2 laps at the front, 3.5 seconds. Up into P3 we have Azuan Anwar for Breitling Racing, and he is still on the tail of Keith Mo. Keith Mo pulls to the inside there. Anwar around the outside is going to try and make a move work. He gets late on the brace, switch back. Beautiful stuff there. They're too wide there. He seems to get a little bit more of a run down there. You can see there that triple one on the setup. They are side by side. Look at that. I love that angle. You can see the driver on the inside as they come down towards turn 4 now through turn 3. And it's going to be into the braking zone around the outside. Can Mo make it work? Oh, it's a switchback again. He's pulled it right back towards him, and he's come through again. Look at that. Brilliant racing, clean racing. I love to see it. And behind P4, P5, these two are scrapping away as well. It looks like that's going to be quite close now between those 2 drivers. As behind switches back the outside, in the inside. Oh, it can all go wrong here, but it doesn't. They keep it wrong together. And Anwar, a little bit of contact there. That will mean that he will be susceptible to the drivers in 4th and 5th. But these two are side by side. Up the inside goes to number 3. There's contact! And it's still going. This battle is absolutely absurd right now. But I'm loving every second of it as it seems to stabilize a tiny bit now.
It seems to stabilize a tiny bit right now here. Chris Chung race 2 winner in the copper class earlier in the night, all the way up in P4. But nevertheless, up ahead, Azwan still is fighting with Keith Moore. So, Keith Moore, knocking on your door is Azwan Anwar.
Yes, as we go down the straight, you can see there these 5 drivers are very close. They're separated by 1.3 seconds. That's not the gap up front, that's not the gap behind, but that is the gap between these guys, and it is tantalizing.
It is tantalizing at the moment, but look at that, Roy. We have to focus on, well, the final battle for the podium. Yeah. Will there be a move down the inside from Chris Chong? There he is, and look at that, Chris Chong almost loses it there, kid.
Yeah, on the outside curb, you can get it all right or you can get it all wrong, and it got it all right there for Anwar. As on the inside there, the driver Chris Chong tried to make a move. It looks like he might try again. It's a bit of a lunge. Will he make it work? No, he thinks better. He backs out. But has he baited Anwar into a bad exit? It looks like he has. Look at that, the absolute run that Chris Cho has around the outside. Will he make it stick? Anwar gets that inside line through turn 6 and makes it work. Oh, but the switchback again. Oh, he's so close. But these guys are pulling out some brilliant defensive and offensive driving right on the edge of what they're capable of doing. And down the straight now, Azwan Anwar again has the racing line, cuts across the nose of the driver in P4, Chris Chong for Team Samsung. As for the right-hander again, look at these guys go. Chris Chong down the straightaway to start another lap, lap 5. And, well, he's right on the tail. He can make it up the inside. There's a little bit of an overlap. Will he make the lunge? through the inside. It's a tricky corner to get the inside right and get the run out, but he does. Oh, and there's contact! And Aloha is bumped into the wall, and he will be spinning. He will be fuming the driver that was sitting in P2, sitting in P3, that was making moves throughout the entire race, throttled back down to P10, and he will be absolutely livid. That little bit of contact just sent the car flying, and it was a disaster for the Malaysian driver.
Ooh, and he's got a spin up ahead there as well, and that's not what Austria with it. Oh, so we've got cars spinning front, right, left, and center. And at the moment, it's not been a good race for any Malaysians whatsoever, apart from Keith Moore is currently sitting in second place.
Yes, as second place, Keith Moe doing a great job. In first place, Roy doing a great job as well. It is an absolute banger so far. We have 8 minutes remaining on the dot, 7:59, 7:58. Through the left-hander, Abdul Yazid Razak has been doing a brilliant job in that P4 position. He can now try and chase down Chris Chong and make it work through that right-hander. Let us see. As it's all settling into a bit of an ebb and flow now. We're waiting to see if any drivers will make some mistakes.
Strong is having a really good race today, isn't he? He did so well in copper class, and now he's excelling so well in bronze class now. And he's up. He's right now, even though he's far away from Keith Moore, he's doing very well in the podium positions. And it's the CR1 car is nowhere near as the same as the F3 car. We know that, but he's adapting it so well, and he's up there with one of the championship boys.
Singaporean Shafiq Danish tries to make a move from the outside, going to turn 4. We're going to turn 3. Will he make the switchback work? I don't think so. Shafiq Danish tries to find a move from the outside, but look at that. He's got Manda Adika right behind his gearbox, knocking on his rear wing, and tries to find a way. But look at that. Shafiq Danish has a slipstream ahead from Chin Wei Ren, the Malaysian, also who's debuted in the championship, which is very welcome to the championship, Chin Wei Ren.
It seems a moment ago that we were talking about a battle that was separated by 1.3 seconds. It seems to be pretty much where we've ended up again, except this time it's for P6, P5, P7, and P8 as we enter the Sector 3 on the end of the 6th lap, 6.5 minutes remaining. These drivers are now starting to push, thinking, okay, the phase where I need to let somebody by to maybe, save my race time, that's over. I'm going full out. I'm making sure that these drivers behind me don't get past. I'm making sure these drivers ahead don't stay ahead. And I think we're going to see a couple more mistakes, as we just saw there. It is a tarnished run for Danish as it comes down to straightaway. Up the inside then is going to be a potential challenge for P6. Didn't quite materialize this time around, but we'll see who gets the better runner here from Mada Andika.
Mada Andika though has a much better exit there out of turn 1, but look at that. Clint Olive, the Australian, has a much better exit out of turn 1 and tries to make a move down the inside. He sees a door open there, but chooses not to overtake there.
A little bit of smart maneuvers there. There's a horrible run there for the driver in P5. Up the order goes the drivers ahead. Mada Andika trying to make something work. He does. He's up to P6. Can the Australian driver behind also capitalize? Oh, there's a little bit of a lunge there. Will the switchback work there for the Australian? Oh, it almost has. For the right-hander. Can he make it work? Through there we go. Oh, he just settles back in behind. And Mada Andika and the driver in P5 both capitalizing quite well on that little mistake on the driver. Now sitting in P7.
Now sitting in P7 is Mada Andika, and I don't think that Mada Andika is P6, Chin Wei Ren in P7, and 7 laps have been completed there, but Roy Ripari is 6 seconds ahead compared to Keith Moore. Mada Andika, Chin Wei Ren makes a move around the outside, going to turn 9, and he actually gets the job done. So it's a beautiful move there by Chin Wei Ren, and it's a bad time for Mada Andika because Clint Olive is right beside him, and Clint Olive has a better run. Will Clint Olive dive down the inside going to turn 1? No.
He had a really poor exit at the last corner, Mada Andika, but he got lucky. Clint Olive didn't make a dive into turn 1, but now he's going to have to try to recompose himself, try to get back to that position and try to defend against Clint Olive. Going around the outside, he's on the inside now. Goes Mada Andika. Defends it really well. Can he do the switchback? Oh, didn't make his mistake, but yeah. But now it's down towards turn 4. this straight. He's got the slipstream though, Mother Adika, so he can stay in front of Clint Olive. Does Clint Olive make the dive again? No, he doesn't. And he thinks better of it, but he comes on the inside again.
Clint Olive there tries to make a move down the inside, coming to turn 4, but doesn't look like it. Mada Adika having to defend like the Mexican Minister of Defense there, Kian.
The Mexican Minister of Defense is
Oh,
and both drivers go wiped out there. P7, P8, Clint Olive and Marandika both end up in the grass. They're just mowing the lawn, but they're trying to get back out in there. It was not to be. The net code, I think, contributed a little bit there, but they were side by side. The two wheels touched, and they both went flying. A spectacular race, spectacular crash, and a spectacular incident to rein in these two drivers who have been doing a great job.
We have another spin
Just
as well.
behind in
Anwar,
P7,
Anwar.
P6, we have Anwar, who has spun. He's been doing a great job trying to recover the car, but back into that tire barrier he goes. And, it's just absolute devastation there for the driver now sitting in P13.
Absolute devastation there indeed for Azwan Anwar, as we have another problem again. And now back to the feed again. We do have feed again here, ladies and gentlemen, so nothing to be worried of. Shafiq Danish though is up ahead of Chin Wei Ren. Chin Wei Ren though is trying to find its way past Shafiq Danish.
Yeah, but Danish. Oh, I'll let you go, Secret.
Okay, this isn't the slipstream now, Shafiq Chen Wei Ren. So now, can he go around the outside? Is he gonna do a slip shot? No, he's not. He's diving on the inside. He went to the gravel. He went too hot there. And Shafiq Danish survives another day. But Chin Wei Ren, that's just that was just not great, not good today.
It's not been a good move there by Chin Wei Ren, where he's done an Alex Albon there on turn 4. Well, not so surprising, let's be honest here. Alex Albon, well, he did get collected there by Lewis Hamilton, but Chin Wei Ren absolutely understeers into the corner and into the gravel track goes Chin Wei Ren.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a pretty harsh comparison. I feel like Alex got he got kind of spun out more than he got he ran into the gravel there. But I don't know. We'll see. Look, the good thing here is that he he only lost. He didn't even lose a position. He lost a little bit of track time, but it's been such a chaotic race that he went off the track in P6. He came back on the track in P6. Someone who hasn't gone off the track yet, Chris Chong, commentator's curse. Gonna hear this here. Knock on wood. Make sure he hasn't gone off the track. The driver, currently P3, sporting the number 3 through the right-hander of turn 4. He does have a competitor close behind, only half a second. As further back we go, Chris Chu around the outside trying to hold on a position. He looks real slow there. He got
the jumping into the wall. It's great on Clint Sherman Song as well. So Sherman Song into the wall. There you go. That's it. He's not moving. His race is done and dusted. He's got 100% damage. So goodbye Sherman Song. It's not been a good evening for you here. Such unfortunate.
It just shows how vulnerable these F3 cars. If you do make a mistake, hit the wall, your engine blows out. I've been there plenty of times, and it's just the worst way to end a race, especially there's 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I saw him come into that corner thinking, you can't. He's got mad grip. He's going through that corner so fast. Clearly, it was too fast because he didn't hold on to it. As Nasrul Ashraf getting a little bit squirrely there through the end of Sector 2. On the final lap now is Roy Nama. He's been doing a brilliant job up in P1, 6.7 seconds. Someone was saying something about consistency. I think he's been doing a brilliant job out in front, making a brilliant race. 1 minute 27.0 has been his fastest lap through that right-hander. It has been a stellar performance.
I don't recall anyone saying that. Anyway, let's run away from that topic. We have Chris Chong here, number 3, and he's being chased down by Abdul Yazid Razak. And Chris Chong doesn't look like he can run away from this fight there. And Abdul Yazid Razak is trying to get closer and get closer and get closer, but 6 tenths is what separates them. He has a slipstream here, Abdul Yazid Razak, but doesn't look like he can get closer at the moment at least.
Yeah, it'll take a mighty move from Razak to try and challenge up ahead for the last spot on the podium. But look, the first spot off the podium, that's almost as sweet as we're on board with Roy, the Numa, the Rip. He's been doing a brilliant job in that car across the second to last corner, the penultimate corner for the pit entry. Breezes by the last time saying, thank goodness you didn't have to use me today. Through the final corner, Roy comes. He can see the joy on his face.
Oh no! Wait,
You can see the elation. He makes it across the line. His netcode barely surviving, clapping his hands, fist in the air. Look at him! Not a care in the air. Wow, what a brilliant, dominant drive in P1. As further behind, it looks like Chris Jong has managed to hold on to P3, and P4 goes to Abdul Razak.
P4 goes to Abdurazak, P5 goes to Shafiq Danish, P6 goes to Chin Wei Run. So Davidson, congratulations son. P6 in the championship, Chris Ju in P7, and Clint Olive in P8. Well, after coming together with Mana Adika, so Mana Adika finishes in P9 and beating Ozel Kaju to the line is Aisha Nasruddin. I think we need to have, hello Roy Nomarip Riparip, we need to have you on board for the... see, he knows already, this guy. He knows that we're gonna have to interview him. Hello, Roy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, let's be honest here. Netcode almost died in the final corner. If that netcode did happen, that would have been race over for you. And, well, the win taken away, which is going to be absolutely brutal.
I just pushed and I just did what I practiced. So nothing too much, and yeah, I finally got the win since last season.
After so long, Roy Murray. So we're very proud of you from all three of us. Congratulations for winning race 1 in the bronze class of ERGP Global Edition Season 10, and looking forward to see you in race 2.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, man. Really, really well done.
Thank you.
So there you go. So Kian, I like that race. Did you like that race? I think I like that race.
It was enjoyable. That's what I love about bronze class. They know how to race wheel to wheel, but every now and then a little bit of a mistake creeps in and just keeps it all interesting and spicy.
Zikri, any comments to add from a bronze? Someone finishes in top 3 in bronze.
It's just a typical bronze race, really. It's just action everywhere, contact, and just looking at the speed right now between everyone right now, they have vastly improved since last season, and yeah, can't wait for race 2.
So Kian, what do you say? How do you say hello in Austrian? Is it willkommen?
Hallo und willkommen zu den A1 Ring hier in Spielberg. Das ist ein toller Tag für ein Rennen und habt das alle ein ganz viel Spaß.
How the hell do you know German? It's absolutely beyond me. Alright then, actually, I think what that means is that hello and welcome to Spielberg. Welcome to the A1 Ring in Spielberg for Global Edition Season 10 in the bronze class. Is that correct, Kian?
That is correct, as we have 5 lights on the gantry. Getting ready to go on the way here. We have the reverse grid Roy starting in P14 as we're getting ready. 5 lights on the board. Who will get a good start? Drop the clutch and spin the wheels. We are underway. It's a great start from your pole sitter there. And they are already scrapping away at the back. 3 positions lost there for the driver starting in second. Will they make it clean for there? Already 2 drivers off the track. They keep it together somehow. And look at that. Everyone makes it clean through that first corner.
Who makes it clean that through the first corner? We've got Niza Zikri, who started in P2, but it's not had a very good start so far. Chimwei, who started all the way back, is currently now up to P7. And look at that, cars on the inside. Oh, here's the sausage cup, but no spinneroonie so far there, Zikri.
Yeah, so far it's been clean. Not really what you expect in race 2 in bronze, but yeah, everyone went well, and John McGregor had a really good start. Azwan Anwar in second, and Ozair is up to third now.
Hello, Ozair, you are racing for the Academy. Huh. Anyway, now so Ashwan Hasanuddin here has overtaken Clint Olive, has overtaken Mana Adika and Clint Olive for P4, so it's been a good start there for Nasser Ashraf Kian.
Has been a great start, but you saw that was a scrappy move there between the two going into turn 4, and that's opened the door there for Clint Olive to make his move and try and get a bit closer. You see him right on the tail there. I think there's a little bit of damage on that car that is currently in P4 as Clint Olive thinks about it. He gets on the inside line.
Oh no!
It's a big crash! Turned in. It just went under the car, was launched in the air. Clint Olive trying to get his elbows out, and in this moment his elbows just did not stand up to the test. He went flying across the track, and that is absolute disaster then for the driver.
Absolute disaster. And we have as well, we have a lot more people that Arthur Lowe has almost gone into the pits. And, well, almost taking himself out of the race. But meanwhile, oh, hello, 3-way fight for the lead. Going down to turn 3. Azwan Anwar run the outside. 3 wide. Going down to turn 3. Will he make the switch back? Azwan Anwar thinks about it. Being very sensible here. But look at that. He's got John McGregor and Ozzy Al-Kadri right in front of him. And Azwan Anwar still stays in P3.
Oh, Ozzy really kept it clean there, through there. But right now, all three of them going in. Ozzy trying to look up for the move on John McGregor. Can he make it? No. So now that's the chance for Azwan Anwar. Now on the outside of this corner. But now he's gonna have the inside of the left-hander getting through. Ozzy, can he make it stick? Oh, Ozzy does so well on the outside, but no. Azwan does make it through, and yeah.
Right, Abdullah Salma, the debutant from Pakistani, has gotten a drive through, and look at that. Shafiq Danish has, well, is it Shafiq Danish or is it Nasser Ashraf? So Nasser Ashraf spins out of turn 7 and almost into the wall there. But look at that, he's dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I feel like I'm learning kindergartens how to count. But Nasser Ashraf has lost 10 positions here. And meanwhile, John McGregor is still being chased down by Ozzy Al-Kadri. Kian.
Got McGregor around the outside and move up the inside there. Switch back, working brilliantly. And 2 positions lost there for the driver in P2. That is McGregor maintaining P1. Anwar gets through there as the driver in P3 finds himself wide. Anwar now finding his way into turn 4. Will he find it on the inside or the outside of McGregor? He finds himself on the outside. McGregor plants himself on the apex. Around the outside goes Anwar. And McGregor gets a decent run. He stops back into the slipstream, does Anwar down into turn 4. These drivers are getting ready to get their elbows up again. Oh, and they're moving all over the track. Up the inside, McGregor holds the defensive line. Around the outside goes Anwar. They're still side by side, and there's a half spin there for McGregor. Will he lose 1 position or 2 here as he slips back? They're side by side, and 2 positions lost there for McGregor. That small mistake really cost him, and now it is Azwan Anwar, the driver who had such terrible luck in that first race, up in the P1 and hoping to lead to the flag.
Brilliant racing so far for these drivers here. And look at that, John McGregor has not lost 1 but 2 positions. He's lost the lead of the race, but not only that, he's lost the lead of the race to Azwan Anwar and Ozzy Al-Kadri.
Yeah,
But you can
Kadri.
But you can see
Doing a
behind
great
there.
job
Oh, sorry about that. But yeah,
We'll hear from our beautiful voiced Zekri.
well, you can see right now Shafiq Danish and Chris Chong are really chasing up towards this battle right now. But you can see Ozzy really close to Azwan Anwar right now. As we gotta have to pan it towards them now. Ozzy going on the inside. Can he make it stick?
Ozzy can make it stick. Ozzy Al-Kadri has made it stick, but look at that. Azwan Anwar, the 2 Malaysians fighting out like there's no tomorrow. JBL Racing versus Breitling Racing. So if you're from the UK and you like watches, please vote for Breitling. But nevertheless, Azwan Anwar on the other hand is trying to find a move down the inside, going to turn 4. Oh, almost coming together. So close. Not hitting. Oh my goodness. How did they not hit anyone? Is absolutely beyond me.
So the fat lady sings as through the left-hander they go, and look at that! Again, McGregor getting through there. He's managed to make it up back to P2, and we're pretty much back where we were a couple of laps ago now. McGregor in P2, he was P1, but he will be trying to reclaim that from Kadri. He looks a bit slow on the straight, waving left and right. McGregor potentially thinking about a move there. Oh, there's a little bit of a late look there for P2, and it's looking like a real big challenge. Further back, P4, P5 going side by side. P6 and P7 only 2.5 seconds behind the lead. Look at that. This is so tight. And you know who's in P7? Who's now in P6? It's Roy, and he's coming up, and he's hoping to get the maximum amount of points that he can this weekend.
Knocking on Roy's door. Goes Roy, no more rip. And there you go. What the hell is going on there? There's another car that goes off the track, and that is probably one of the Bentley cars. Mada Adika might probably. And look at that. Roy is still chasing down Shafiq Danish and Chin Wei Run. So Shafiq Danish and Chin Wei Run back to square 1 here, Kian.
Yeah, they are going. Who is that? That's McGregor.
Was it Chris Chong? I think it is Chris Chong. Wait, that was
It's McGregor.
Oh no, McGregor!
And
He's down to
crucial
P10.
position at the front.
John McGregor has now dropped from P3 all the way to P10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are gonna be another 8. Gonna be 8 there. Almost getting collected there by Sherman Sang. Goes John McGregor. Wow.
Not good.
Bronze. It's not been disappointing so far, this bronze race. Look at that, you got Roy here. Kian, your favorite boy, Roy Ripper Rip, is still chasing down Shafi Danish here for P5. Who would have thought?
Roy, look at him go. He's a pole sitter in race 1. He started well down the order. What was it, P14 did Roy? And he's up to P6. He's got 7 minutes left. We're only halfway through at this rate. He can still win this race. And to the right hand we go. Roy on Danish. Danish was doing a pretty stellar job, but Roy switches to the inside there. Will he be able to make it work on Danish? It's turn 1, it's uphill, it's a very strange cambered corner, he's getting him very little space, up the inside goes Roy, and it's a beautiful move. There won't be any contesting that further down the straight unless Danish gets a bit of a slipstream, which he is, but I think Roy's getting the benefit of the toe ahead as well, as these two drivers going side by side. Will there be a lunge? Will there be a lunge from Danish? He looks around the outside, it is a big lunge, he's off the track, and he's going to lose positions there.
So, destination Holland for Mr. Shafi Danish, and from Austria, he's now all the way in Holland. Meanwhile, Chin Wei Yun is still in P4, but Roy, being the biggest winner there, is now up to P5.
Roy is really showing that he has improved his race car quite a lot, and I think he's getting there. He's becoming a much better driver. We expected this about him last season, but now he's showing it this season now, what he has learned from last season. And yeah, it's really paying off at the moment. He's up to P5 from P14. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely amazing there for Roy. Meanwhile, Sherman Sang is still fighting off with John McGregor. So John McGregor, who's had a, poor race, but was in P3 and now up to now down to P10, is being chased by Sherman Sang. But look at that, Chris Chong is getting pressured from the back of Chin Wei Yun, and not far behind is Kian's favorite driver, Roy Numarip.
Yeah, look at Roy go. He's a feisty little one, that one. He's going for that first spin straight. Oh, and there's a late defensive move there. And then side by side, will he get the run around the outside? Roy looking to move himself, promote himself up in P4. Will he make it work? We've seen this guy do incredible moves around the outside, just absolutely finding grip where none exists. And it's not going to work out that much this time, but he gets a better run. And defensive again goes Ren. And it is, it's a bit of a squeeze. Who will get the better one down here? It's quite a cambered corner on the inside of this apex up here. So he thinks better of it, gets the racing line. And there's a problem for Roy! And it's just
was that the internet? Or was that his internet saying goodbye? Well, not goodbye yet for Roy's internet. Filipinos' internet is not one of the strongest here in Southeast Asia, but Roy is making his driving worth. Roy is actually pushing. You know who else is pushing? Azwan Anwar. Look at that. He's got Ozzy Al-Qadri for company right in front of him. And by the looks of things, ETA projected if we have that AWS board that's always being displayed on F1 races, it probably say that Azwan Anwar will have 2 laps to chase down Ozzy Al-Qadri. You know who has less than a lap? Oh, Roy! Almost getting collected there, almost being shunted into the wall there by Chin Wei Yun, but Roy has an inside line going to turn 1, and Roy has got the job done.
Absolutely
Round 2,
beautiful.
baby.
Round 2, baby, goes Roy. And you know who has a round 1? Keith Moore and Chin Wei Yun.
And dead silence there as we get ready to see who will come out ahead. That's absolute tantalizing stuff there. And there's a driver spin ahead. Who is that? Who is that dropping in the order?
I think
we're about to find out.
I think that might be bad marker. Alright, okay, it's fine. It's a bad marker. Oh no! Oh no! A lot more contact there. Abdullah Salman being. Oh no! Sherman Sang gets a stop and go penalty for overtaking other yellows. Oh no! Meanwhile, not oh no for Azwan Anwar and Ozzy Al-Qadri, because Azwan Anwar, who has had a miserable race 1, tries to find his way past Ozzy Al-Qadri. Ozzy Al-Qadri, on the other hand, has been having a good race so far in race 2, Kian.
Yeah, he's been doing a brilliant job in recovering and keeping it steady. As through the right-hander we go. Look at him go. It's going to go into that start-finish straight. Just behind, though, he has to be careful because look at him go. You have Roy. He's reeling in Mr. Chris Chong. He's thinking about a move around the outside. You can see just in the back. Will he make it work? Oh, it's so close, but he gets the bad run out of that corner. That's going to compromise his ability to make something work in turn 4. Just behind again, these guys are going at it over there. Look at that, Keith Mo, as we have Roy. He's closing around the outside again. It is a brilliant defense here from Chris Chong through the inside. Will Chris Roy, will
Chris Roy?
Will Chris or will Roy come out ahead on this one? As Roy still in P4. It's a great defense. He's losing time that he really doesn't want to be losing. But it's going to be a big lunge on the outside here for Roy. Look at him go. Clean, groovy, jazzy, funky. But back up the inside goes Chris. It didn't quite work for our little gas monkey. Through the left-hander we go. And it is Roy trying to still find his way past the driver who is defending for his life for that podium there.
Oh my goodness, Azwan Anwar, hello, you've got almost, 2 minutes. Good news if you're Azwan Anwar, but not good news if you're Chris Chong and you want to defend the final side of the podium. Roy is trying to fight his way past Chris Chong. Kian Butler, news update so far. Do you think Chris Chong will defend on Roy? And do you think Azwan Anwar can overtake on Ozair Country?
Well, okay. I may be a studying motorsport engineer. I may not have the brain of AWS, but here's what I predict. I think Chris Chong is doing a brilliant job. It looks like Roy is a bit further behind on this lap, which means that potentially he's taking a bit more out of his tyres. Potentially, he's only going to have that final lap to make it work. Anwar, however, he's about to make it happen. Look at that run that he has. Down that straight into turn 4. Will he make it work? He is closer than he has been the last couple of laps. Only a 10th separates these two. That's lunging territory if ever I saw it, baby. Down the outside, down the inside. Which one of these drivers will come out on top? Anwar gets the better run at the corner. Can he capitalize off of it? Doesn't look like it yet. So this battle is going to go down to the final lap.
Azwan Anwar has got, well, this is not the final lap. He's got 2 more chances for Azwan Anwar as, Roy has dropped down the order. Kia's favorite driver is now down to P8. Oh no! Anyway, Azwan Anwar is now up to is now still fighting against Ozair Country, and Azwan Anwar, look at that, cool, calm, handsome and collected. Ooh, hello, ladies, please call Azwan Anwar if you can. Ozair Country is being chased down by Azwan Anwar, and Azwan Anwar has got 12 seconds, well, not 12 seconds, but 1 more lap. White flag has been shown by the race director, by the game, and Azwan Anwar, what can you do?
I think we know who your favorite driver is.
No. I am here to give. Oh, Shimosan
Look at him go.
disqualified
Oh,
for
no.
ignoring a pit stop. But look at that. Azwan Anwar round the outside. On to turn 3. Will he make the move? Done. Ozair Country defense. Azwan Anwar. Oof. Almost turns in there. Azwan Anwar on Ozair Country. Oh, Kian Butler. I don't have a voice anymore. Please take it.
I'm running out of my voice as well. Down that straight into turn 4. Azwan Anwar knows he only has 1 chance left. Will he try and make it work? He looks at the inside. There's no room there. As he's still
no!
the spin, and that's the driver in the lane of the race. Take it out. Anwar will surely get a penalty for that. As Quadri drops down the order, Chris Chong makes his way up into P2. This is brilliant stuff. As Roy would have been up in that podium position now. That just shows what that consistency means. But Anwar has fallen. He has made that move. He did not make it well enough, and that will surely result in some sort of action there. But for the time being, across the line, 1 second is the gap. Chris Chong is your P2 driver. Anwar, in controversial fashion in that last lap, comes across the line to take the win. Chris Chong comes across the line to take P2, and P3 we have Ren. P4, brilliant racing there from Keith Mo, and P5, look at that go. We have Dan.
I like that race. Very controversial ending there by Azwan Anwar on Ozair Country. But we're gonna have to interview Ozair. We're gonna have to interview Azwan Anwar on that. So, Mr. Azwan Anwar, I would like to talk to you. if you are willing to give us an interview.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's good to finally win, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep that win after that incident there, but we'll see about it.
It's a little bit like Lewis Hamilton on Alex Albon, but to
Yeah.
be fair, a win's a win still. We don't know whether Jose Alcredi will actually protest your incident, protest your move on him, but we're gonna have to wait and see. But meanwhile, congrats on the victory. You have Chris Chong and Chan Wei Ren right behind you, and yeah, thank you for giving us a good race. Us three commentators love it.
Thank you.
Alright then. Well then. Kian, do you love that race?
I think that race had everything for a season opener. That was pretty spectacular.
It's just like a typical bronze race. It's like it's a normal thing now in bronze now. It was when I was in it, it was chaos like this, and it never changed. And I'm very happy that I'm not racing. I'm kind of happy I'm not racing inside there anymore. But yeah, I'm very happy to witness this. It's really happy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Now, good news. Well, good news for you. If you were tuning into the whole 2 races in bronze, you've got flying cars, you've got high drama in the beginning of the championship. Well, we hope for that drama in the last bit of the championship as well. But like I mentioned, this is why I love the bronze category, because you can never know. Like what Zikri mentioned, and probably what Kian has been mentioning as well, because he's been commentating here longer than I have. But I love bronze, Zikri loves bronze, Kian loves bronze. But now we're gonna go to the creme de la creme, as we like to call it, even though we're in Austria, but a French word may not hurt a little bit. Gold and silver in the 2021 GT3 DTM cars up next. Stay tuned. Come back for the final race of the evening.
Things to be aware of organizing eRacing Championship without RaceRoom. First, no automated leaderboard would always be labor intensive. Elimination round would be the only way to filter the winners. Having the participants adhering to the schedule would be a huge test. We need to know the task will get bigger when participants increases. Time consuming. Organizing eRacing Championship without RaceRoom, it's all need run manually to take down the participants and eliminate them from first round group to final round group. Because it is manual human labor, there bound to be human error. Manual human labor would have a price tag for the man-hours involved. New participants would never have chance. The e-racing clubs in the world will send their best racers to participate the race. But that means your championship exposure is just limited to the e-racing clubs. Why choose RaceRoom? Our 3E official championship have fully automated leaderboard. Participants can log in anytime to leave the fastest lap time within the qualifying period. Each of the racers already have their ranks with RaceRoom. Next, save time. You can have unlimited amounts of participants in a super short time to qualifying them to final race. RaceRoom can cover unlimited amount of participants. We have a full automated esports ecosystem from qualifying leaderboard to broadcast AI. Besides, RaceRoom's free contents lets everyone can participate to the race.
That was Mozart.
Willkommen to Austria. Now we are back, everybody. Welcome back to Gold and Silver Global Edition Season 10 in the Gold and Silver class. I'm Afiq. Kian is not here tonight. Unfortunately, he has to sleep in early. But we have Zikri still, and Gold and Silver in my favorite class of cars, which is Grand Tourer 3.
Yeah, Grand Tour. I was about to say Grand Tour. Say GT3 cars. Well, it's DTM 2021. It's a new pack, isn't it? It came out in March, and it's the first time ever I'm going to see it in action. We see Ferraris, we see McLaren. I think that's one. There's BMW, Mercedes, and a lot more.
And a lot more as well. Well, so we have we have quite a number of cars. These cars are new. So we have the Ferrari, who is currently being dominated by almost everyone. The top. Now let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the top 10. 7 of them are in Ferraris, 3 of them are in other cars. So you've got 2 Audis and 1 Mercedes in the top 10. So you've got Ferraris who shares the same exact livery, so it's very difficult to separate them. But we have Mercedes GT3, a pink one, striking there by Yang Ming Chu. Josh Berwin, who's currently the quickest guy in the server, returning Josh Berwin into the server. Then you have a McLaren as well. So this is the JP Motorsport McLaren there, spotted by Chris Chu and also Takafuji Joystick. Then further up behind, you have a BMW of Arthur Lowe, but unfortunately, it's not the new M4, it's the old M6.
Yeah. Hey, shall we talk about the tire wear and the fuel for this race? I think.
Tire wear and fuel. Now, tire wear and fuel for this race. Now, it's times 4 tire wear for this race, and it's times 2. Times 4 fuel times 2 tire
Times
wear,
four,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, times 4 fuel and times 2 tire wear, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are a big fan of these GT3 cars, well, to be honest, let's be honest here, these GT3 cars can last up to 1 hour with full fuel, 1.5 hours with full fuel. The longest I've tried was with the Bentley, but that was in a different game. But to be fair, the Bentley in GT3 format is probably the most fuel-saving car out there.
So does that mean that we're not going to see any pit stops from the 4 times fuel?
It's a very good question, Zikri, because I think we may see a pit stop, but we don't know whether we'll see. We may see a pit stop for fuel, but not for tires. But we'll just have to wait and see. So currently you have Arthur Lowe, then you have Haris Zefire Shami, who is currently on this quicker side at the moment. Okay, so the Ferrari is probably one of the most consistent cars, but it's not the outright quickest car. That car belongs to Mr. Josh Berwin, all the way down in Australia, who has been relocated to Malaysia. Well, welcome back, Josh Berwin, to the championship. And I think there's 3 minutes left before we start qualifying. But why not? Let's see if I can grab this guy, if he can stop playing his phone. Mr. Josh Berwin, I would like to have an interview with you. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Hello, Josh.
Hello.
Okay, so a lot has changed since you last raced here in Global Edition. You've moved to Malaysia now. How's it been? Moving to Malaysia?
Yeah, it's been good. Definitely a new experience getting used to different equipment and stuff, but adds to the challenge, I guess, and looking forward to getting back into ERGP.
We are glad to have you back on board. And expectations for tonight, knowing that the Audi is not the quickest car, it's not the most picked car out there at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a Ferrari fest. Let's see what we can do. If I can come away with maybe a top 3, maybe even a win, that'd be good. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But good luck there, Mr. Perwin, and we leave you to it.
Thank you.
Buenas noches Buenas noches means hi. Goodbye, Dos Vidania to Josh Perwin, as we have Haris Shami, who's currently who had purple sectors in both of his flying laps, but doesn't look like it at the moment.
So I think he invalidated it.
Yeah, probably he must have invalidated it as well. So we are going to skip forward the qualifying session here, 5 minutes and 20 seconds to practice remaining. But right now, it's gonna be quali. It's gonna be quali for the first round in the gold and silver class, and it's gonna be a really exciting one because it's in the GT3 category, and we've not touched the GT3 for quite some time, have we?
Yeah, no. I can't remember the last time we touched the GT3. We've been focused on more towards the Formula cars. I never remembered the last time we used a non-open wheel car. So yeah, this is gonna be a very fun fun qualifying, and it looks already chaotic at the moment coming out of the pits.
I see one car, two car, red car, blue car. I have seen cars all over, and look at that. Volatile Psycho. Okay, let's see. So you got Josh Berwin, who's the quickest guy in practice just now. You got Darren Ivan Region, returning Darren Ivan Region into the championship. You got Volatile Psycho, who's also a returning person in the championship, and Haris Zefri Ray Shami, who is probably one of the well-known figures here in Global Edition. Imran Zohaili as well. I want to see whether he has changed his setup from a Logitech to in-quote Fanatec, because the last time I saw him, he had a Fanatec on top in front of his wheel. Then you got Sharik Sukan9, who has had a very good real-life racing season so far. You got Kelvin Powell as well, all the way in Johor. Axel Nocom in the Ferrari as well. Mark Voltaire, Elman, returning Yang Ming Chu, Mohamed Hamdani in the Audi, Francis Angelo Gonzalez, Sir Danish Afram, both of them are in the Ferrari. So if you're Enzo Ferrari, you must be punching the air in your grave. Aldo Balagulan in the Audi, Chris Chu in the McLaren, Taka Fuji Joystick in the McLaren, who's not moved yet. Arthur Lowe as well in the only BMW in the grid, on the grid. Savi Ratnayake in the Mercedes GT3, Abdul Yazir Raza in the Ferrari, and Sebastian Arya in the Audi. Now then, you can have an on-board of Haris Zefri Shami if we can change to his on-board, but we can't. So anyway, in this GT3 cars, it's a lot. Well, it doesn't have the same pace as the F3 car, but it's expected because it has a lot more weight. It's a lot more heavier as well, and even though it's a lot more powerful, but that power to weight ratio is not so good, especially for negotiating corners.
I think, and these cars also have traction control and ABS as well, so you can control the traction and the ABS. You can slam on the brakes. There will be a lot more people just slamming on the brakes, trying to overtake last with the late breakers, really. So yeah, it's going to be a really good viewing at the moment. Quali, Haris Zeffi put in a 20.3 Sector 1. So far, so good. But yeah.
Yeah, and at the moment, it doesn't look like Haris Zefri can actually keep this together, because it is a little bit squirrely there, a little bit wide. Well, not wide, but he's actually on the money. And look at that, purple sector as well. You got purple sector as well for Darren Everegian. So these cars started from the grid. Now, if you witness the two race earlier on, which is copper and bronze, they started on a rolling start in qualifying for gold and silver. They started from the pit. They'll do qualifying from the pits, but they will have a rolling start for the race, because in GT3, well, it's a GT3 tradition, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is. So it'll be weird to see GT3 cars going from grid starts, but nevertheless, Haris Shami on pole with a time of 1:29.206. What about Josh Berwin? Poleman Audi, Soulman Audi, what can you do? Probably P3, and it is P3, 0.272 behind Haris Zefri Shami, but he's got cars ahead of him as well. Danish Afram in P4, so it's been a Ferrari fest here at the moment. Ferrari being one of the most powerful cars here, and due to the Ferrari not having any BOP, every car not having a BOP, Ferrari being one of the most picked cars in the entire grid.
but it looks to me like Haris Shami, like you said just now, you said that he didn't keep it together. It feels like he's kept it the most together out of everyone right now. He's 2/10 away from Danish Ahram at the moment and Josh Berwin, and he's the fastest Ferrari, and by far.
He is
by
the
2/10.
Well, he is the fastest Ferrari here, Haris Shami. What about Josh Berwin? What can Josh Berwin do?
Oh,
Hello! 0.1 of a second up in the old Audi R8 LMS Evo. This is not Evo 2. The Evo 2 has a rear ring mounted from the rear. This one has a rear ring mounted from the front. But look at that. He's lost a chunk amount of time in Sector 2.
Yeah, he just lost a 10th through the.
Oh, Haris Shami into the pits. Alright, so that's his qualifying done and dusted.
Oh!
And we have Danish Ahram as well. So Danish Ahram has gotten his qualifying done and dusted as well. Now Josh Berwin, what can you prove? What can you prove in your return to the Global Edition in the Global Edition Season 10 in ERGP? And he goes quicker. Josh Berwin, the only man in 1:29.105. It's a tenth quicker than Haris Shami.
and Imran Zuhaili went up to 3rd place, and he's now pole for silver class at the moment. So he did a very good lap there, a 10th off Josh, but 2/10 of Danish Aram, which is his closest rival for silver.
Yep, returning Yamin Chu finishes qualifying in P11, so he's not going to improve his quality. These cars doesn't have enough time to finish quality, and that's it. Qualifying is done and dusted. Australian Josh Berwian is on pole position, followed up by Malaysians Harizafri Shami, Imran Zuhaili in P2 and P3 respectively, and Singaporeans Sir Danish Ashram and Darren Ivan Rejan in P4 and P5. Axel Nocom. Yeah, you see a pattern here. I see a Malaysian, Singaporean, three Philippines, 6, 7, and 8 respectively. Sharik Zulkan 9 in the Filipino sandwich, and Aldo Balagulan running up your top 10.
Wow. Out of all the Ferraris, an Audi wins. That's massive there. So Josh, yeah, he's gonna get swarmed by Ferraris at the start, but it's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fixed setup for these cars. Now, fixed setup, what does it mean? Now, you can only change your fuel and your tire. So, if you want to go for the hard tire, if you want to go for the soft tire, or if you're feeling lucky and you want to go for the medium tire, you are able to do so. Remember, it's ×2 tire wear, so tire wear may not be a factor so much because there's a lot more long straights in Red Bull Ring than there is in tracks probably like Sepang or whatnot.
Yeah. I think tire wear is going to be the least of their problems. I think the most I'll be worried about if I'm in this race right now is fuel. ×4 fuel. I'm still wondering whether they need to pit or not, because we know that these GT trials can last very long.
There you go, rolling start in RaceRoom. Now Josh asks, how does rolling start works on RaceRoom? Lamau, this will be an experience. Well, Lamau, to you, Josh, when you're starting on pole position, you have Haris Efri Shami alongside you. It's going to be rolling start in RaceRoom. Josh Berwian on your right of your screen, Haris Shami on your left, Audi versus Ferrari in Deutschland. And as soon as the lights go out, the race will get underway. There you go. Josh Berwian has a better start, but look at that. In the sea of Ferraris, Josh Berwian has a much better start. And look at that. Josh Berwian is currently pulling away, but you got Ferraris front, right, and center all the way down from P2 down to P9. Not so much contact. There's been a clean start so far. Oh, never mind. I spoke that too soon. That is Chris Chu. Okay. All right, man. I'm back into the lead there, back into the race there. Josh Berwian is defending in the race from Haris Shami. Josh is defending for the lead of the race. Haris Shami in the Ferrari. The Ferrari is a lot weaker. We have mentioned to you this for the last 30 minutes of the session. But look at that. Round the outside goes Haris Shami, but he doesn't look like he can get the job done. Josh Berwian has a much better exit there. Defense, and the Audi is pulling away. But look at that. The Ferrari is so much faster here.
Josh is gonna have a long 15 minutes. Really, he's just gonna covering Ferrari after Ferrari after Ferrari. But he's doing a really good job at the moment. Let's just hope he keeps on going for this next 14 minutes or so.
Next 14 minutes or so for Josh Berwian, and look at that. At the moment that Josh Berwian is currently pulling away, Haris Shami has not had a good start there, so has not had a good sector 2 there so far. He's got Imran Zuhaili, the pole man in silver, in the inside, almost overtaking Haris Shami for P2.
Yeah, these cars are Imran Zuhaili's territory. He loves ACC and he loves GT3 cars, and you can see what the difference it makes when you know what kind of car you're driving. So yeah.
You got Yang Min Chu tries to make a move 2 for 1. There goes Yang Min Chu, tries to make a move done. Oh, almost hitting the Audi of Hamdani, but look at that. Yang Min Chu is, well, started in P10, now all the way down, started in P11, now all the way down to P13, so he saw 2 positions there. And meanwhile, Axel Nocom, young boy Axel Nocom there, tries to find a way past his fellow Filipino compatriot, Mark Volte Elman.
You can see, like, the top 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, there's actually a battle between the two right now. Oh, it's actually, no, it's like, okay, so it's Danish Ahram right behind of Imran Zuhaili. They're really close. This is really close for silver class. Right now, they're trying to get the win for the silver class. And then, Danish was doing. Oh, as I said, that he went wide, but it's okay.
He runs wide there. Oh, Danish from almost too wide there, exiting turn 5. A little bit argy-bargy there. Well, not so much argy-bargy there, but look at that. Battle for P2 and P3 in the silver category. Sorry, in the silver class. Now, Darren Ivan Region has moved up a position, but battle for the lead overall, and also in the gold class. Haris F. Shami round the outside into turn 9. Oh, and there's a contact there. Look at that, there's a contact there, and that's Danish Ashram. And who could that be? Who could it be now? And I think that's one of the Ferraris as well. There's also another Ferrari as well. So look, another Ferrari has spun as well. Too many Ferraris to come. Too many Ferraris to come. You've got clouds spinning front, right, and center, and catastrophe has happened there. Ferrari. A lot of Ferraris going on there. But nevertheless, we can't take our eyes off this battle here. Now, Haris Zephyr Shami has overtaken Josh Perwin here for the lead of the race. Josh Perwin will make a move down the inside. Josh sees the opening. Haris Zephyr gives him an ample amount of space. But will Josh have a better exit? No, he doesn't, but he has a slipstream. But he is in a Ferrari sandwich because Imran Zohaili, who's not only racing in the silver class, he's also fighting for overall win.
Now, if you're
Josh makes a move down the inside, going to turn 4. Oh, Josh makes the move done. A beautiful move there by Josh Brilliant. Now, Haris Zephyr Shami has got Imran Zohaili right behind him. Regardless, even if this is Imran Zohaili's territory, Haris Zephyr Shami is not giving up. Haris Zephyr Shami is trying to make a move around the outside of turn 6 on Josh Berwin.
Now, if you're Imran Zuhaili, would you try to disturb?
Yes, I would. Especially if I know for a fact that there's actually a chance for me to win the race. Haris Zephyr Shami here knows that. Imran Zohaili knows that. Heck, even there, Ivan Rijan knows that. So they know. Josh Berwin here, bringing Audi back to his former glory days. Currently, at the moment, is up to is still in P1. He's trying to break the toe, but look at that. He needs to defend out the inside, going down to turn 1. Otherwise, Haris Zephyr Shami is gonna hit his rear.
I think he did hit his rear, but right now they're going up the hill now. There, Darren Ivan gonna try to go side by side with Imran Zuhaili, but it's not far enough. Can he try to dive in on the inside? No, he's keeping it together. Axel Nocom right behind the car. He's coming into this his train that Josh is creating at the moment.
Oh. Choo choo train says Josh Berwin. Please hop on the Josh Berwin Express from KL Central all the way down to Sydney Central, Perth. I don't know what's the station in Perth called, but regardless, Josh Berwin is currently being a train conductor himself, a racing car driver, and is tries to defend from Haris Zephyr Shami, but Haris can't find a way past.
Haris seems like he's trying to force his way through, and Josh is saying no. It's just costing them a bit of time. Imran Zuhaili is still keeping up with them, but yeah.
But this goes to show that Haris Shami is actually being very reasonable. He knows that the car is not, let's be honest, the car itself is quick, but also a driver can be another deciding factor there. As we can see, Josh Berwin is sweating. Look at that. Josh Berwin has tried to break the toe. Then you have Imran Zohaili right behind Haris Zephyr Shami. Then you have Darren Ivan, who's fighting for Imran Zohaili in the silver class win, and it doesn't look like he can actually get the job done. Now Haris Shami is actually losing time to Josh Berwin. And look at that, a Ferrari chain down from 4th position all the way down to 5th.
It's not only a Ferrari chain, it's an AlphaTauri Ferrari chain.
AlphaTauri Ferrari chain. Ha! Alex Albon AlphaTauri Ferrari chain.
Yeah.
And Francis Angelo Gonzalez has a drive-through penalty for spinning in the pit lane, so probably he might wanted to repair his damage, but instead he's got a drive-through penalty. Alright then, Axel Nocom, please entertain us. Axel Nocom tries to make a move down the inside into turn 4 from Darren Ivan region, but it doesn't look like he can get the job done. Now, Haris Zephyr Shami is getting closer, but look at that. Look at the closing speed of the Ferrari on Josh Berwien's Audi. And the Audi rocking the app colors there, the beautiful app colors there, and I can't say much now. Josh Berwin is actually driving on the limit itself, but we know that Josh, being one of the 4 drivers from Axel Sports, who, from Black Cars Racing as well, who's currently racing the E1 Championship, but also finished P4 in 2021, 2022 Le Mans 24 hours of Le Mans Virtual. Now, sharing the car with Nakib Aslan, Inigo Anton, and Alif Hamilton. Alif Hamilton? Yeah, he basically calls himself Alif Hamilton. Anyway, Haris Shami is trying to get closer to tries to get closer to Josh Perwin. We had Inigo Anton last season, in GE8.
G8,
Yeah, now in G10 we've got Josh Perwin. So it's been a really good fight so far. Haris Shami tries to move down the outside. Will he get the job done? Will Josh Perwin do a Nico Rosberg on Lewis Hamilton? Doesn't look like it, but closing speed there by Haris Shami. Josh's closes the way, closes the room on Haris, has left the door wide open as well. And we can see the onboard reaction, the face, the eyes of the Perth man currently residing in KL. Round the outside goes Josh Perwin and almost collecting there. Almost collecting Haris Shami. This is the battle for the lead. 6.5 minutes to go. Haris Shami has left the door open for Josh Perwin, and Josh Perwin sees that door open, and Josh Perwin actually hits Haris Shami, gets into contact, but Josh Perwin still stays behind. These two are side by side, going at it for the last few laps of this race. But look at that, Imran Zohaili. Hello, my name is Imran Zohaili, and I would like to take your position. Imran Zohaili, he tries to make a move down the inside, going down to turn 4. Going down to turn 9. Doesn't look like it. He's got Darren Ivan right beside him. Tries to make a move around the outside, but still can't fail to do so. Young boy Axel Nocom, please show us what can you do. What can you do? Will you dive down the inside, going down to turn 10, or right down the outside, going down to turn 1?
Oh, this is just something, isn't it? It's so tight between 1 till 5 right now at the moment. And also another one, Volte Seiko is also joining the train as well. It's just everyone coming in together. And I can't say anything much really. I'm speechless right now.
Josh Perwin's Audi has not been a good race, good car so far. He's being sandwiched by a Ferrari. He's being sandwiched. He's in a Ferrari sandwich. Look at that. Josh Perwin is actually losing time to Haris Shami. Though we do know that Haris Shami is pulling away. Regardless, we have a 14 drivers reverse start order. So for race 2, we have reverse grid. We have Haris Shami as well. Currently in P1, Josh Perwin goes a little bit wide there, exiting turn 4. And doesn't look like he can get closer, but he's got the momentum. Josh needs to be very cool, calm, collected, and needs to be very sensible with his driving so far. He needs to force, he needs to get... Okay, if you're Josh Perwin, you need to do 2 things. 1, get closer to Haris Shami, and 2, well, try to force himself into turns.
Now, what we haven't talked about actually is the fuel. Is the fuel gonna be the key factor in this race? Because times 4.
Oh,
that's one
we got
spinner.
another car spin there. I'm blue, da goes Volte Psycho.
And there goes through Kelvin Powell.
Right around the outside of turn 9, doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, hello, battle for the lead. 6 turns is what separates Haris Shami and Josh Perwin. Josh Perwin, what? 4 tenths? 9 tenths now separates Haris Shami and Josh Perwin. Imran Zohaili, 4 tenths is what separates him. So, Josh Perwin, what can you do? Do you play safe? Do you wait for the move? Do you have to get the job done, my boy? 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go for Josh Perwin to make a move. Now, Imran Zohaili has 4 minutes to go to defend, like his life depends on it, like his championship depends on it, because his championship does depend on it. You get 25 points for finishing P1 in silver. Well, for all 4 classes, let's be honest. But for race 2, you get a lot less points. Josh Perwin there has a little bit of a moment exiting turn 4.
Yeah, but Imran Zohaili is really doing well, just keeping up with Josh Perwin at the moment right now. I can see, Josh is really struggling. Really can't chase down Haris 1.25. I think he might have to settle with second at the moment, really.
He might need to settle for second at the moment, goes Josh Perwin. But let's wait and see. Haris Shami being the cool guy, the calm, collected guy he is. Look at that. With his mask on, with his Ferrari wheel on, doesn't look like he can actually succumb to the pressure. But he's got a much worse exit there. Exit turn 10.
Yeah. It's just now Josh gained about 2 tenths, but let's see about when they go up the straights as they go through here. He's down to 6 tenths.
Yeah, almost 6 tenths now. 2 more laps to go. Josh Pervian needs to outbrake Harishami. Well, not outbrake per se, but he needs to literally find a way past Harishami at the moment.
Look at right here now, down the straight. It looks like Josh had a better exit. He did ride it over the curb, so he may have slowed him down a bit. And yeah, you can see 6 tenths. He's going from 4 tenths to 6 tenths. It's just not gaining. It's not coming to him really right now.
It's not coming to Danny for the Ivan region as well, because it's actually like a lot more further behind from Iman Zohaili is the Ivan region, but he is getting closer though. You know who else is getting closer? Josh Merwin. So Josh is actually playing the mental game right now. Look at that. Cheeky boy, aren't you, Josh Merwin? He's actually getting closer to Harishami, and Josh knows that he's got 1 lap to do it. He's got 1 more lap to actually win the race. The sole Audi in the top 10. Well, not even top 10, the top 5 actually, because Hamdani is in P9. Just finally past Harishami. He's got 1 more lap to deal with. And much better exit as well. Oh, look at that exit. Beautiful exit there by Josh Pilwin. Beautiful exit there by Devon Ivan Region as well. The Audi has much better acceleration compared to the Ferrari, but will the Audi have much better exit going out of turn 1? Looks like it. A little too much curb there by Josh Pilwin, but will Josh Pilwin dive down the inside going down turn 2, turn 3? Doesn't look like it. No, too far back. But he's got the slipstream to Josh Pilwin, hasn't he? 3-5, 3-4, 3-3. Will be 2 tenths, 3 tenths down. Dive down the inside. Tries to make a move. Looks at the option, but closes the option right away. Iman Zohaili though still defends ahead of Darren Ivan region, and Josh Pilwin knows that he's got a couple more corners to go. And as soon as Harishami crosses the line, that's it. No more chance for you, Josh.
Yeah, I think he lost his the final way to overtake. Yeah, but maybe he can pick it up in the second sector. Maybe Harry Zephy can mess up the second sector as well. He did go a bit wide there, so Josh. Oh no, okay. Josh touches the gravel, and I think that's it.
That's it for Josh. That's it. That's it. He's lost it. Anyway, who's not lost the race is currently Harishami. Well, started in P2. He's got a much better race here so far for Harishami. 2 more corners to negotiate, and there you go. Harishami actually wins the race. He's gonna exit the final corner, and that's it. Harishami weaves left, weaves right, weaves left, weaves right. Will actually win round 1 of the gold class, and Imran Zohaili will win the silver class ahead of Darren Ivan region. Josh Pilwin finishes in second place. Axel Nocom running up your top 3 in silver class as well. It's been a good race so far. Now let's interview Harishami. Harishami, please unmute yourself. Interview with Harishami if we can have one, and I think we can have one. Hello, Haris.
I can't hear him right now.
I can't hear.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, I can hear you.
Congratulations on the win. Ferrari OP for you, and well, to be honest, you actually put up a very good fight. I really loved that fight. I really enjoyed that fight as well.
I consider that Ferrari might be the strongest car on the DTM at some point, but the problem is that I'm still struggling with the oversteer, struggling with the pace as well. So when battling with Josh, it's really hard, and it was really nerve-wracking like hell from the first lap until the end. But everything's paid off since the Spartan training yesterday, so it's very paid off.
Congratulations to you, sir, and good luck for race 2.
Alright, thank you.
So good luck for race 2 goes Harry Zephyr Shami, but nevertheless top 3 is actually Harry Zephyr in gold class, Josh Perwin in gold class, and Imran Zohaili in silver class. Then Ivan run in P4, in P2 in silver, Axel Nocom in P5, and that's the top 3 for silver. And who actually finished in the gold?
In gold?
P3 in gold.
P3 in gold, Axel Nocom. Axel Nocom is
Nocom's
Axel
gold?
Nocom in gold, yeah. Axel Nocom.
Alright, then Axel Nocom in gold. Congratulations, Axel Nocom. Podium on the season.
Yeah, well done to him, really.
Well done to you, Axel Nocom. Young boy Axel Nocom. See, that's the thing. I look at Axel Nocom, I look at myself. How did Axel Nocom get so fast, especially for his age? See, you've got talents like Axel Nocom, uh,
Keith Moore.
Keith Moore. Then you have who's the other Filipino from Alan Drake Cruz.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
And you also have Dylan Tan, who is so quick. Like I said, I'll be honest, he's so quick in ACC. Dylan Tan.
These kids are quick. I make a fool of myself driving against them right now. I
No.
just don't know.
Let me ask you the question: do you think strict Asian parenting actually has a huge factor on them?
Must be. But I'm not
so
gonna
too.
say that to my mom and dad. They're not that strict. No.
All right, then now Haris F. Shami starts in P4, but you know who starts on P? Who will be starting on pole is actually Abdul Yazid Razak. Now, double file formation here goes Abdul Yazid Razak, Takafuji Joyce S1, Shari Zukaina in P3. Then you have Alda Balagul in P4. Lights go out. Hold on. As the lights go out on the gantry, the lights will turn green and we will go racing. It's a good start from Abdul Yazid Razak. It's a bad start for Takafuji Joyce. It's a good start for the Ferrari, but look at that. Shari Zukaina is trying to find a way past Takafuji Joystick, and he actually gets the job done. And Takafuji Joystick, spins there. Does a spin really goes Takafuji Joystick.
Yeah. There's Carnage behind.
There's Carnage behind. There's the Arthur Lowe. There's Savi, and there's Yang Ming Chu as well. So both Mercedes in the two Mercedes in the championship is gone. Yang Ming Chu has lost his front splitter, but nevertheless, look at that. Alda Balagulen is currently in P3. Sardash Ashram in P4. Where is Josh Pilwin? Josh Pilwin is in P12. Where is Harishami? Harishami is up to P9. So it's been a bad start, and Josh Pilwin being one of the ones who had some damage, and Josh has 100% damage.
Oh no. Josh, how did he get the damage?
I think it might be from the contact between the BMW, so maybe he forced himself into the BMW.
Oh, you can see his front splitter is all gone.
And the car dies on the inside. Josh Berwier, you gotta be careful, son. That's the car on the inside. That's Mark Volta Amon, and Martin's not gonna like it. Josh Berwier has a beat up Audi in Adam Sandler's words, piece of S car, but we're not gonna say the S word. Anyway, Josh Berwier is actually fighting with Mark Volta Amon. Josh is actually oh no, Josh! Josh has actually pushed Mark Volta Amon into the wall, and there you go. Good from good to bad to absolute horror for Josh Berwin.
Oh, it's just a horror show for him right now.
It's absolute chaos from Josh Berwin. Anyway, Josh Berwin, look at that. He's actually, well, very composed, but I wouldn't say he's actually very composed, but he's actually a little bit angry with himself per se. Very focused as well, and I think Josh has actually gone into another mistake as well. Oh wait, hold on. Look at his wheel. Is he actually crabbing, or is his alignment is actually broken? I think his alignment is actually broken.
How
Fix
is
that
he
car.
driving?
Black and orange flag for Josh Berwin. Black and orange flag for Josh Berwin. Get out of the way, son. Meanwhile, battle ahead. Abdul Yazid Razak is actually fighting with Alda Balugulen for P2 in the race. Poorman Abdul Yazid Razak as he turns in, and look at that, Alda Balugulen. Almost gets collected there by Abdul Yazid Razak as Abdul Yazid Razak turns in. But look at that. Abdul Yazid Razak sees the move down the inside into turn 6, gets the job done, but Abdul is still fighting, is still staying behind.
Oh, well done to Abdul Yazid.
Hamdani moves on the inside. Oh, a lot of stuff happening here at the moment. I have no idea which one to focus on. Well, last to first challenge here for where's Pullman Harris F.A. Shemi? Oh, it's actually right behind.
Yeah. He's going up to P7 now, and he's making moves at the moment, and he might have a chance to win both races at the moment.
He might have a chance to win both races at the moment, but look at that, Alda Balagulen is still right. Side by side, the two Audis, one of the 4 Audis in the grid here at the moment. You got Ferraris, you got Audis, and look at that, 2 Audis. Let's not wait. Let's not hope that the 2 Audis actually get collected to one another. No, but you have Kelvin Powell right behind them. You also have Haris Efri Shami, who has a very good slipstream of Kelvin Powell. Oh, look at that. Is that Hamdani? Yes, it is Hamdani. Tries to close a move on Kelvin Powell. And doesn't look like he can get the job done. Ooh, Hamdani moves down the inside. It's a 2-for-1. It's a 2-for-1. And no, catastrophe all around. But look at that. Haris Efri Shami is also involved in the collision. Haris Efri into the wall. Oh no, last to first challenge gone horribly wrong for these drivers here tonight.
And look at who has benefited the most. Volte Seiko goes up from 7.
2 for 1 down to turn 4. 2 for 1. How is that possible? We are seeing absolute wonders here by the gold and silver class in the GT3 category today. Sharik Zulkarnain is having a field day. Abri does it Raza as well. But look at that. Oh, Alaba Lagunan. What a move, son. I love that move. Okay, let me break this news for you. Now, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My goodness, it's actually 11 cars. 11 cars being less than 5 seconds behind one another. GT3 cars actually pulling wonders. Josh Berwin is actually pulling wonders. Where is Harishami in all this? Harishami is still up ahead. Josh Berwin is actually crabbing. He's driving left, right. He can't drive straight. Harishami can drive straight even though he's got that contact. But it's not been a good race so far for the top two who finished first and second in race 1 earlier on.
But you look at the difference between race 1 and race 2. Race 2 now there's like 4 Audis in the top 10 battling now for the top for 4th position actually. Kelvin Powell's under pressure by Aldo Balaguer. They're going down to turn 4. Is there a difference in the straight line speed? Yeah, I think the Ferrari is just a bit better on the straights. And yeah, it's chaos at the moment. It's much chaos. There's a bit of contact between the 2 Audis behind. I think it's Hamdani and Shami had a scrap, and now Imran Zuhairi gets through of Hamdani. It's a nightmare corner. It's just nightmare turn 4 for Hamdani, losing 2 positions.
Yep, and there you go, Sebastian Arya, the Indonesian, being one of the few Audis that actually has a nice looking Audi apart from Hamdani, Aldo, and Josh Berwin. Volte Psycho is currently, still chasing down Aldo Balagunan. And look at that, Hamdani, had that moment earlier on in the lap and has dropped him way down the order from P4 down to P8. And Volte Psycho here tries to find a move down the inside. Will he get the job done? I don't think so.
Now, who is actually leading silver class? It's actually Sharik right now, isn't it?
It's probably Sharik.
Yeah.
Sharik in first, Abdias Razo in second, and Calvin Powell in third. So it's actually a silver 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. Nice. And in for gold is Aldo Balaguer at the moment right now. In P1 at the moment, in a sea of Ferraris right now.
Okay, hold on. Ferrari. Audi. Ferrari. So Ferrari being the car of choice, Aldo Balaguer here being the only person who's representing the German manufacturer in the top 6. We do have other cars as well, the Audis of Hamdani and Sebastian Arya in P8 and P9 respectively. And where is Josh Berwin? Is he still alive or is he dead?
Yeah, he's still there.
He's still alive. Not dead yet. Soon to be dead. Anyway, Calvin Powell gets closer to Abdul Yazid Razak. Now, here comes the consistency bit. Abdul Yazid Razak is very consistent. He's a very consistent karter, but it's been a very difficult period for him to actually translate that to sim racing.
Yeah, he's a bit of the pace in sim racing, but I know that he's very consistent. He knows when it's the right time to get out of trouble and everything like that. But yeah, he just doesn't have the pace at the moment. But he's doing out well, holding up this train at the moment. So yeah,
not so bad of a job there by Abdul Yazid Razak. Aldo Balaguer though is still trying to get closer. Okay, now we have 2 cars actually with 100% damage: Mark Volte Eamon and Josh Berwin. Now, Imran Zuhaili is actually getting closer to Volte Psycho, and a 10 is what separates them. Will he make a move down the outside, going to turn 4, going to turn 3, sorry. Doesn't look like it. Tries to make the switch back, but doesn't seem to get the job done.
yeah, but maybe he has a chance in turn 4 as well. Even though they are in a slipstream team at the moment, Imran Zuhairi can try to make a dive on the outside. Does he do so? No, he doesn't. So he keeps position. Hamdani! That could have been wars between the 2 FSA races.
Gonna be wars by the 2 FSA races anyway. Doesn't look. Team manager for FSA Racing, please contact your boys. Tell them no Panterino, please. Anyway, Aldo Balaguer is still in no man's land. well, I wouldn't say no man's land because he's actually in the middle of a bloody Ferrari train, and he's actually surviving. He's probably listening to BG Staying Alive. Well, you can tell by the way I lose my walk. Aldo Balagulen, he's trying his best to actually make a move on Kelvin Powell, but he can't get the job done. Kelvin Powell's Ferrari is actually pulling away every time he exits turn 10.
To be honest, really, Aldo is really.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on,
there you
who's
go.
that? Hi, Shami actually. Oh, hello. Better for the lead in GT3. Sorry, in Gold
In
Class.
gold class.
Yeah. Oh well. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
He's doing really well, just keeping up with the Ferraris at the moment. I think like what Josh did, but except that Aldo's actually trying to overtake these Ferraris. But yeah, he has to do the hard thing, which is attack and defend. And right now, Shami just looking on the outside, didn't make it stick. But now, on towards turn 4, look at Shami moving left and right. Now he's on the outside. Can he make the move?
Doesn't look like he can get the job done. Round the outside goes Harishami. He's got an Audi right ahead of him. And yeah, Harishami has actually got the job done. Hamdani though also tries to get the job done on these drivers, but he's actually defending and he's actually pushing their Ivan region almost into the wall.
He's gotta have to realize that.
Is Josh still, wait, hold on, is Josh still alive?
He's still there. Yeah.
Josh premium check. Yes, he's still alive. Alright. Anyway. Kelvin Pao is still defending from Harishami.
Yeah, but Kelvin needs to know that it's a different class between him, so he can't take up too much time because he's gonna lose track of Abdul Yazir Raza, which he's doing a really great job keeping in front of this train.
Well, he is actually. Yeah, look at that. Is that all the Baluguna as well tries to find a move in the inside of Harishami? It doesn't look like it.
Look at that train. It's just.
I see Audis, I see Ferraris, I see Audis, I see Alpha Tauri Ferraris. And Harishami tries to make a move from the outside. Kelvin Pao will actually have a much better inside line. And looks like looks like he almost pushed Harishami off wide there, but Harishami gets to switch back and has moved up a position.
Yeah, now Shami, because he got the inside line, we know how good he is on the brakes, and Kelvin Pao touches him on the left hand side, but they both are still going straight, and yeah, Shami went through.
Sharik, hold on, Sharik check. Where is Sharik Zulkarnain in all this? Well, Sharik is actually sitting very comfortably. Well, wait, hello, Abriya Zidasa, you are actually a lot closer to Harishami than you are a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah. But right now, I think Abdul Razir Raza is in a much deeper pressure now because it is a different class. Look at it around the outside. Can he make it stick?
Brave boy, Harishami. So close.
Oh
no! Harishami turns in, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you shouldn't turn in.
But he had to
the driver's avoiding, so it's been a good job for the drivers there. Josh Berwin has overtaken Harishami. So lost one, not two, not three, but 8 positions. 9 with 11 actually. So then Harishami is the biggest loser there in that fight. Meanwhile, we have another battle. Come on, Audi, show us your worth. Aldo Balagulen actually gets closer and closer and closer to Kelvin Pao. Will he make the move down the inside into turn 3? Round the outside goes Aldo Balagulen. Kelvin Pao defends onto the inside. He's got another Ferrari on the inside there, Aldo Balagulen. And there you go, almost collected there by Volte Psycho. And Aldo Balagulen is still staying ahead. Where is... Hold on. Josh Pelgin. Is he still alive? Yes, he's still alive. He's got Sebastian Arya ahead of him. Where is Harishami? He's right behind him. Where is Abdul Yazid Raza? He's right behind him as well. But Harishami, I think he might get a penalty for that because he overtook around the outside, and you know, Abdul Yazid Raza was still on the inside.
Yeah, it was. Harris has to put his hand up and say that's his fault, really. Between Abdul Yazid Raza. Oh, there's one car going out wide. I don't know who's that. It was a Ferrari.
Oh, it's Mark Volte Elman.
Oh,
and
no.
He mowed grass there. Bottas mowed some grass there back in 2020. And Mark Volte Elman tries to return the favor as well. It's good news for Josh Bergman from P13. He's climbed by 3 positions so far with a broken car. He's trying his best to survive. Kelvin Paudo has got one more lap to defend. Sherry Zulkarnain is sitting comfortably in P1 overall and P1 in silver class. So Aldo Balagulen needs to be very sensible here. You've got no competition. You've got Axel Nocom, who's all the way down in P8. You got Josh Berwin, who's actually going to finish on the podium because how Farishami spun.
Oh wow! Well done to Josh, really, with the damaged car, crabbing car as well.
Don't jinx it! Don't jinx it! You're speaking to
I'm gonna say it. He's doing a very good job, but this is the last lap right now. He's gonna have to keep on going, keep doing what he's doing. I know he can do it well.
Okay, let's go, Darren. Says Ali Zakaria in the commentary as well. Please remember, if you wanna us to focus on drivers, please let us know. And we have Kelvin Pao as well. Shari Zulkarnain is still having a field day. We can't see Shari Zulkarnain on our broadcast, but we wish to have an interview with him afterwards. Now, Shari Zulkarnain has been one of the cool, calm, collected drivers here today, proving his worth, proving his consistency. Probably one of the nicer drivers on the grid itself.
Yeah, and he's absolutely he's done an absolute flawless job today. Increase the gap between P2 at the moment, and no mistakes gone, and he's gonna win the race too.
Yeah, he's gonna win race too. So congratulations to Shari Zulkarnain, his first win, his first outright overall win in gold and in silver. Shari Zulkarnain takes the checker flag for the prancing horses from Maranello. Kelvin Pao will finish in second place, and look at that, you got cars running outside of the track there. Oh, look at that! Josh Berwin almost gets collected by Francis Angelo Gonzalez, and Josh Berwin actually stays ahead. So, Shari Zulkarnain wins the race from Kelvin Pao, from Aldo Balagulen, and Volta Psycho in P4, Hamdan in P5, Axel Nocom in P6, Darren Ivan in P7, Sebastian Arya, that debuted in the silver class in P8, Josh Berwin in P9. Oh, what the hell was that? Okay, I missed that out. Imran Zuhaili, Francis Angelo Gonzalez in P10, Imran Zuhaili in P11, Harish Shami, what could have been for you? Finishes in P12, Mark Volte Elman in P13, Abdul Yazid Raza as well. Then Sir Danish Ashram in P15, Takafuji Joystick, one of the few guys who's currently playing on the controller. In P16, Chris Chu in P17, debutant Salvi in P18 and did not finish Arthur Low and Yang Ming Chu. I enjoyed that race. Well, I honestly thought that the race was going to be a little bit one-sided because of the Ferrari dominance, but it's not. It's actually become a Ferrari challenge, and it's become a lot more interesting than what it is.
Yeah.
And Zikri, I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, you can. I think we can safely say I know Ferrari is OP, but Audi is up there at the moment right now.
Audi is definitely up there at the moment right now. We're gonna have to wait and see what the race director's verdict on BOP matter is. But nevertheless, I really enjoyed that race. And do we have Sharik on the chat as well? Well, we don't have Sharik on the chat, but we're gonna interview Aldo Balagulen and Kelvin Pao. So then, Aldo Balagulen and Kelvin Pao. Do we have Aldo Balagulen here for broadcasting purposes? Mr. Aldo Balagulen, can you hear us?
Yes, loud and clear. Hello.
Hello. How do you say hello in Tagalog?
Hello.
Well, hello to you, Aldo Balagulen. So, thank you for putting up a good fight amongst the sea of Ferraris and actually finishing P1 in gold. So, how do you feel?
Pretty tense actually because it's pretty hard. It's a struggle against the Ferraris because I can tell they have the very good exit speed. So even if I get on the slipstream, I still can't get close enough to attack. So the race was in race 2. It's pretty much just waiting for people to do something stupid, and that's what happened. Lot of people going off and all that, but race 2 went better than race 1. Race 1, it's worst. But yeah, at least we got first place in race 2. So yeah.
Yep, and congratulations, actually, probably getting closer to actually leading the goal standings at the moment.
Oh, we gotta have to check.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and check on that. But good luck for the next round, which will let you know when's the track going to be. So anyway, thank you, Aldo, for giving us the interview.
Thank you.
Buenos como estas to Aldo Valgulen. I think I might have said the wrong thing, but nevertheless, let's have Kelvin Pau, who finishes in P2. If you can't have the race winner, let's have the guy who finishes in second place. So, Kelvin Pau, man from JB, how are you doing?
See my hand still shaking.
Still shaking like this,
Today's race is very intense. Very intense, I can tell. I was having a hard time. Like race 2, I was like, maybe I should let Haris pass, and then I just didn't expect that spin happen in front of me. But luckily, I get to avoid that. So it was very lucky. Seriously, today is a very lucky race.
It is, and actually, we actually saw that move happening in front of us, and it was very lucky. It was very lucky for you that you didn't manage to like get collected there by Harish Shami's car as he tries to re-enter the track, and that allowed you to finish in P2. So, nevertheless, congratulations on finishing in P2. Good luck for race 2. Well, then, I think that's it. I think that's round 1 done and dusted, Zikri.
Yeah, and it was a really good experience for me as well. It's really I'm watching. Thank you for bringing on board. But yeah, this has been a very fun journey. Yeah, I can't wait for next round. Really,
I can't wait for next round either, ladies and gentlemen. Ha! I love the race. I honestly love the race. Thank you for all our drivers who participated in copper, bronze, gold, and silver class. The GT3 cars for providing excellent action, F3 cars for providing high flying action and flying car section, and the CR1 cars for being a good platform for young drivers to actually be, for up and coming young drivers to prove their worth in racing. So my name is Afiq Farid. But before I go, I need to give a huge thanks to our sponsors, Excel Sports, Life Apparels, Royal Selangor for making awesome plagues, X-Park Sunway for giving us an awesome facility. Remember, we have two facilities now. One in Samosir, which is where the broadcast studio is, and the other one, which is Sunway Iskandar. So if you're from Singapore and you want to visit Excel Sports, but you don't want to travel all the way to KL, you can come down to Excel Sports Sunway Iskandar, which is very nearby to Singapore, and which is near the Tuas border. And last but not least, RaceRoom for giving us the chance to host G10 on the same platform. Now, my name is Afiq. This is Zikri. Thank you to Kian. Thank you to all the drivers, and thank you to you viewers as well for viewing tonight's race. We'll see you in round 2. And this is eRGP, eRacing GP Global Edition Season 10, and we'll see you in the next one.